Welcome back to MotionPic Recap. Today we're going to recap the thriller, action and drama movie titled, Ambulance. Spoilers ahead. The movie begins by showing two boys, a black and a white kid. The scene quickly changes and we are taken to Los Angeles where we meet a man called William, a retired US soldier who is calling his insurance company. We learn that his wife has cancer, and he has tried to get the surgery costs covered for weeks. We hear him tell the insurance provider that he risked his life for this country and feels abandoned. The insurance company, however, like the previous times he has called, refuses to provide funds because of an unspecified reason. The insurance company hangs up on him. Lying to his wife, he tells her that they got the insurance, and his wife responds that she has lost faith in the world, but not in him. William leaves the house, telling his wife he is going to a job interview, but instead goes home to his brother Danny. Meanwhile, on the other side of the city, we meet an EMT called Cam, as well as her colleague and driver named Scott. They are seen arriving at a traffic accident scene where a girl has been impaled by a metal bar. Sam comforts the girl while a fireman cuts the metal bar from a metal fence that it's stuck to. They help the girl as they quickly drive to the hospital. Once there, doctors take over the job to save her. Cam and Scott go to eat lunch at a restaurant nearby. Scott receives an update on the girl's condition and asks Cam if she wants to know the girl's state of health, but Cam doesn't care about it. Scott can't understand how she can be an ambulance driver and not care, but she answers that it's only her job. We see William arrive at Danny's house. In his garage, Danny has a lot of vintage cars. As the two are talking, Danny hands over a photograph to William that he found of them when they were young, taken the day Danny's family took William in as their own child. We learn that the two boys that we saw in the beginning of the movie are the two brothers. William requests Danny to lend him $231,000 as his wife needs experimental surgery, which insurance doesn't cover. Danny agrees to it with one condition, that William helps him rob a bank. Apparently, Danny is a wanted criminal that commits heists. William doesn't want to do it, but sees no other choice to save his wife, and he agrees. Danny and his gang prepares to go immediately and William joins them. Once at the bank, Danny and his gang switch off the cameras and surveillance inside the bank and quickly take control of it and lock all the doors so people can't get in. Suddenly a policeman called Zach, who wants to ask a bank clerk out, knocks on the bank's door. Danny opens the door and tells him the bank is closed temporarily. But Zach insists to go in and ask the girl out, so Danny lets him in. He asks Danny what the girl's name is, and Danny makes one up since he doesn't know her real name. Zach walks up to the girl he likes and asks her out. Since she behaves somewhat weirdly and upset, and as Zach sees her real name on her desk, he asks her if she's okay. When he gets no answer from her, he realizes that Danny is robbing the bank. Danny picks up a gun, points it at Zach, and tells the officer to wave to his colleague Mark outside to sign that everything is okay. Like the others inside, Danny takes Zach hostage too. Soon after, as Mark sees Danny leading Zach away inside the bank, he finally also understands that the bank is being robbed and yells out to let everyone around the building know it too. Danny's gang opens fire against him, but seem not to aim to kill. A SWAT team is deployed. One after the other, Danny's gang members are killed. None make it out alive, except William and Danny. The brothers get to the garage in the building, still holding Zach hostage. Zach attempts to grab Danny's gun and William has no choice but to shoot Zach to stop him. Right after, William tells Zach he's sorry and tries to help him. But Danny and William have to run, and so William tells the officer to press on the bullet wound to not lose too much blood. As the brothers have run away and hid in the garage, Mark gets to the garage and finds Zach on the ground shot. Mark then quickly calls on an ambulance. Cam and Scott arrive at the garage in their ambulance and they pick Zach up. As they try to leave the garage to head to the hospital, Danny runs out in front of them, aiming his gun at Scott, forcing him out from the ambulance, and knocks him unconscious. They hijack the ambulance and manage to escape all the police that surrounds the bank. Soon after, Mark finds Scott lying on the ground unconscious. Scott tells him the robbers hijacked the ambulance. Mark notifies police control that the suspects are in an ambulance heading away from the bank. Later, the SWAT captain called Monroe arrives at the crime scene to get info about what has happened. The upset Mark acts violently due to his partner being shot and taken, and so Monroe tells Zach that he has his best guys working on it and will save Zach before sunset. A while later, as Danny and William are worried about police helicopters in the sky, Kim uses a fire extinguisher to spray them with and tries to flee, but her plan fails as Danny jumps out pointing his gun at her. Zach's heart suddenly weakens and Cam is forced to return inside the ambulance to save him. They continue driving. Helicopters spot the ambulance and Captain Monroe is notified. He orders his team to follow, as well as asks the control center to provide more helicopters to keep track of the ambulance. A chase ensues. Zach's condition is worsening and his heart stops. While William is driving from the police, Danny helps Cam to set up the defibrillator. After a few attempts, they manage to get his heart rate back. Danny then calls someone called Poppy, another criminal in the city, and requests 5 ambulances that he wants Poppy's men to drive around the city with so that they can confuse the police. Poppy agrees when Danny offers an $8 million reward. They agree to meet underneath a big underpass somewhere in the city. Danny then calls the rest of his guys to bring spray cans with paint to the same underpass. Cam says Zach is losing blood, and William has to donate to save him since he has the same blood type. We then see Monroe asking to be connected to the ambulance radio to talk with the suspects. He tells Danny to surrender since he will be caught sooner or later. Danny yells back that he will never give up. Cam then finds Zach is losing a lot more blood than she first expected, and she tells Danny and William that he needs surgery now to remove the bullet. Since they can't stop, and because none of them can surgery, they contact doctors through a video conference call to get guidance. Step by step, Cam is told how to proceed in the operation while being helped by William. The doctors tell her she needs to be steady on her hands and slowly remove the bullet, but that she only can perform the surgery for a maximum period of 60 seconds or else the spleen will burst. She removes the bullet, but Zach's spleen is ruptured still. With a clamp, they manage to fix the spleen temporarily until they get to a hospital. Quietly, to not let Danny hear, William tells Cam he will help her escape. Monroe meets with a guy named Clark who is a special agent and an old friend of Danny's. Clark explained that Danny has been robbing banks since the age of 17, and that Danny's father is a legendary bank robber. Also, FBI has been chasing Danny for years. Monroe lets Clark into his van. They take off to start chasing the ambulance, and Mark joins the chase in another police car. Since the doctors helping Cam in the surgery lost connection with Cam as Zach's spleen ruptured, they inform Monroe that Zach must be dead. Monroe then allows snipers to take Danny and William out since Zach is declared dead and can't be accidentally shot. Clark managed to call Cam on Zach's phone, warning her of the snipers and tells her to duck. To Clark's surprise, Cam informs him that Zach is alive. While Clark tries to tell Monroe that Zach is alive, Cam warns Danny and William of the snipers. Before Monroe can manage to stop the snipers, they had got a clear shot and had pulled the trigger. Thanks to Cam, Danny and William manages to dodge the bullets at the last second. Danny fires his gun so that the police can hear, and threatens Monroe to kill Cam if they try something again. The police give them some space for the time being. Until now the police has only known that Danny is in the ambulance, but now they find out that his brother William is in there too. Clark calls William up on his phone, telling him he looked in his file and saw that he is a war hero, and that he can get William out if he gives up now. But William answers that they won't stop. After having talked to William over the phone, Clark understands that William won't kill anyone and that he is the weak link in the situation. Zach needs more blood again, and Cam switches place with Danny so that she can get William to donate. She overheard that William is a Marine and asks him about it. William responds by saying, "Until today." William's wife calls and wonders where he is, to which William answers he got the job and they needed help right away so he started working. She mentions the bank robbery and the big chase, not knowing that William is among those who did it. His wife tells him she is proud of him for being a man and taking care of the insurance for the surgery. William gets to see his son, after which they end the call. Cam hears the whole phone call and seems saddened as she learns William is trying to get money to save his wife from cancer. Danny and William manage to take out the helicopters following them, and they escape the police. They get to the underpass where the others are waiting with other ambulances. They spray paint the ambulance in which Danny and William is, and they load one of the others with explosives. All the ambulances drive in different directions, confusing the police. As police try to stop the ambulance with the bombs in it, the driver jumps out and explodes it, hurting a lot of police officers. Poppy's men then puts a machine gun inside a car and drive it remotely towards the police, firing on them, and killing several officers. Poppy's son is killed as he drove one of the ambulances, and Poppy is distraught and devastated. Danny and William, who have successfully escaped, meet up with Poppy and his gang to deliver the money. They split the $16 million, and we learn that Poppy worked for Danny's father for a long time. Zach wakes up inside the ambulance and Cam tells him that William is trying to save them. Poppy's men find out there is a cop in the ambulance and tell Poppy about it. Poppy won't let Danny and William leave the place without leaving both Cam and Zach with them, which the brothers find unacceptable, so the two start killing Poppy's men. Cam and Zach hear that shots are fired, and Zach brings out a gun that his partner Mark had hid under him, handing it to Cam. Kem aims at the ambulance door to shoot if anyone opens it. Scared, she reflexively shoots as someone opens it, only to realize too late that it's William and hits him in the chest. Danny sees that William has been shot and yells out asking Kem who shot him, to which Kem distressed and frightened answers that she doesn't know. Danny jumps into the driver's seat, starts the ambulance, drives away, and tries to evade Poppy's men that shoots at them, all while Kem starts to attempt saving William's life. While William is losing blood and Kem tells him to lay still, he packs Kem's medical bag with money and tells her to give it to his wife. Danny escapes Poppy's men only to get the police after him instead. To save his brother's life, Danny desperately starts driving towards the hospital. Once there, the police surrounds them. Danny finds the gun Kem shot William with. First he thinks Zach shot him, but scared that Danny will shoot Zach, Sam tells Dan that it was she who shot William. Devastated, Danny tells her she and Zach should be dead. Cornered by the police, trying to save his brother, and dealing with Sam and Zach in the ambulance, Danny becomes stressed and starts acting violent. As Danny threatens to kill Kem if the police doesn't back down, William shoots his brother from behind to save her. Danny and William are arrested and laid on the ground with handcuffs, and while Danny is dying in front of William, we see a flashback of when they were kids. William's wife arrives at the scene and sees her husband lying on the street losing blood. She screams to get someone to help him, and Kem runs forth to help William. Kem begs the police officers around her to help her, but they do nothing. She then tells Mark that William saved the life of his partner Zach. Finally, Mark helps her take William into the hospital. Kem goes up to William's wife, explaining that William will hopefully make it, and leaves the money with her that William packed in her bag before. In the final scenes, we see Kem check on the little girl that she helped in the beginning of the movie. We then see William telling his wife he is sorry, as she views him from afar in the hospital. And lastly we see Zach being asked by Mark and Clark who of the brothers that shot him, only to have him answering, pointing at William, that William saved his life. The end. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this and hit the like button to help us out. Until next time, take care.